No way.
Why are these people surprised? They just found out they were secretly tasting Sam Adams Boston Lager.
It's got a good color.
It's got a good hoppy smell to it. It's got a good body.
It's very smooth. I like that. Smooth, but it does have flavor.
You were drinking Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Oh, really?
You definitely got me. It's consistent. It's nice. It's damn good beer.
I could drink a couple of these.
I obviously was selling myself short by not even considering this as a possibility.
Welcome to beautiful Lake Placid, New York for the 24th annual Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse Competition Tournament. Hi, everybody. I'm John Morgan, joined by Inside Lacrosse's John Gelati. We're here for a great matchup today, John. Here's all our great sponsors supported our event. But, Johnny, pretty good teams in the field here.
Yeah, excellent talent coming in the open division. A lot of college stars here. Looking at Tewarton finalist Tom Schreiber, number 5 for Select Sector Spiders. The Cornell group, the Big Red Steelheads, with a host of top guys: Kyle Doctor, Connor Buczek with a big game this morning in the quarterfinals. So Jake Froccaro, another big name from Princeton. Brendan Fowler at the Faceoff X, the Duke most outstanding player from the Final Four this past year. So a star-studded lineup. Matt Kavanagh has also had a big game this morning for the Select Sector Spiders group, mostly Long Island-based, going against the team, the Big Red Steelheads, which is pretty much all Cornell guys, although this guy facing off for Cornell is a Rutgers guy, Joe Nardella, on the face-off. Had a big game this morning.
So they've started. Here we go. It's going to be pretty quick action here. A few All-Americans on on the field today?
Yeah, some of the best players in the NCAA currently right now, and some past stars like a guy like Pierce Derkac, a big name from Cornell a couple years ago. You see the speed a little bit faster than the earlier game at 10:30 that we did, the Masters game.
Looked like a little bit smaller vehicles out there than this morning, too.
Yeah, maybe a little bit quicker on their feet than the older guys. But, yeah, as I mentioned, Connor Buczek's played really well. Connor Entenmann's also played really well for the Steelheads so far in this tournament. Just got the rundown from Cornell coach Ben DeLuca, who played in this morning's game for the Masters group, and was happy with the way these guys have been playing so far.
In fact, they upset Syracuse in the earlier round today to get to this game, right?
15-8, dominating the Burning Orange younger group. I was told big face-off dominance. Brendan Fowler obviously was a big factor for the Select Sector Spiders group, and then Matt Kavanagh, the Notre Dame rising sophomore, who wore the GoPro for ILTelevision.com and had a big game for them.
Well, you talked about the game being a little faster. There was our first goal, and that was some athleticism there.
Yeah, just kind of took it to another gear there and scored down the right alley. Nice shot that got by the Big Red Steelheads goalie, which I believe is A.J. Fiore, starting in net for the first half. So nope, correction. Brian O'Donnell starting in the first half in net for them.
Little celebration. First goal of many we're going to see here today in the semifinals of this open division. And
Joey Lucasio scoring that goal for the Select Sector Spiders to go up 1-0.
Lots of All-Americans on the field, which is what this tournament is famous for in all divisions.
Matt Laurier, nice pickup on the ground ball for Select Sector Spiders.
So the Select Sector, are they all start from like the Mid-South or all over?
Mostly Long Island-based guys, a lot of Princeton guys, as I mentioned, Duke, Notre Dame as well, but mostly Long Island-based. They've been up here before. They were in the final last year, lost to Power Tech.
Another goal.
That's
Looks like they got a.
That's Tom Schreiber, the big midi from Princeton, Tour-a-thon finalist last year. Probably you're looking at the likely MLL #1 draft pick next year when the draft kicks off in January. Amazing talent out of Princeton. Wearing number 5 today for the Select Sector Spiders. Big, fast, strong, top midfielder in college lacrosse. Definitely coming into next year.
So, Cornell's down 2-0. They really haven't had a shot on goal yet.
And there's Pierce Derkac, the great long pole, graduated a couple years ago from Cornell. Number 5 with that ground ball.
So this age group is open to any age, right?
Any age. Some of the older guys may play down if they're willing, but I talked to a lot of guys this past tournament. They're like, you know what, it's just gotten too fast for us. We can't hang in the open division anymore. So it's definitely, I think the talent level has risen big time in this division over the last, especially this year. There's some tremendous talent on this field right now.
The winner of this game will advance to tomorrow's championship game. This is their 3rd game of the weekend.
Correct. And they will face the winner of Power Tech and Team Nestle Team Stake, which they feature Josh Dion, talented player out of Duke, and then the Power Tech group features Peter Baum, the former Taunton winner from Colgate.
Oh, nice save by the goalie there. So Cornell had its first chance to put some points on the board.
Kyle Doctor with that shot for the Steelheads. He's had a nice tournament.
So a lot of these guys are just coming off their season a month, and they're probably still fit.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of these guys will be probably leaving for college in the next couple weeks, coming back and getting ready for fall ball at their respective institutions. Had a couple of months off. And Brendan Fowler obviously played on Memorial Day for Duke, won the national championship, most outstanding player. So his season lasted longer than anyone else's on this field, technically, than any other player in college lacrosse outside of the Duke Blue Devils teammates.
So here's another shot on goal, stopped by the Spider goalie.
That was Connor Entenman with the shot from the Steelheads. As I mentioned, he's had a nice tournament for them. Rising senior for the Big Red Cornell squad.
So the Spiders advance the ball quickly downfield. A lot of confidence here. This looks like another shot. Good save by the Cornell goalie, and he turns it back upfield quickly. Cornell on the attack. They're down 2-0 here. First period of 4. 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
There's Connor Buczek, number 33, carrying the ball down behind the goal. Big
mistake there, turnover. Like Cornell's trying to recover. Talk about turnover in field position. Right in the front. Oh, missed that, and Cornell takes that, and they'll try to get on the attack.
Looks like similar to last game, these guys kind of feeling each other out, not used to playing together. So first quarter is going to be a little jittery, and then these guys will settle down.
Oh, there's some action in front of the net there.
Great feed in there from Jake Froccaro, the talented sophomore from Princeton, who looked at Joey Leonard in front with the behind-the-back shot and then got crushed.
Third goal. He paid for that goal.
He did. He earned that one.
Take a look at the replay here. A lot of action in front of the net. Whoa. He did pay for that. If you're going to score, though, you don't really want to score and get hit on you, end up on your back like that.
Ethan Vetter with a monster hit.
Yeah, there was a penalty, too, right? They threw somebody out.
Looks like it. Yeah, they'll be Select Sector Spiders will be man up here with the lead, 3-0.
Cornell needs some special defense here. The Steelheads are backs to the wall here in the first quarter. Oh. They are finding easy going here in the first quarter.
And that's
fourth goal, penalty goal, right?
Yep, man up goal for the Select Sector Spiders. Jake Froccaro again, as I mentioned, it comes off a Ivy League Rookie of the Year for the Princeton Tigers. Just ripped that ball on the right side, and
How
blew
fast was that
blew it
shot?
past the goalie. That was in the 90s, probably mid-90s. As we mentioned on last earlier broadcast, 114 is our new lacrosse world record, fastest shot by Mike Sawyer, Loyola grad, and Charlotte Hound in Major League Lacrosse at the All-Star game back about a month ago. So, but these guys are shooting high 90s pretty regularly, and as you can imagine, that's not an easy shot to stop.
So Cornell would do itself a favor by scoring on this possession, get itself back in the game. They've had 2 shots on goal, or their opponents have had about 6, and they've scored 3 times.
Yeah, Select Sector Spiders bringing some heat in this first quarter. These guys can shoot the ball pretty hard and pretty accurately. And it looks like their defense is playing pretty aggressively.
Cornell working the ball around very well. Need to get something out of this. Shot wide. It is a little quicker pace than that previous game we covered.
Yeah, these guys are the ball's going to move quicker, and the athletes are going to move a little bit faster. So these guys are younger, under 30. Most of these guys seem to be pretty close to either in college or recent graduates.
Oh, he's in the front right there. Could not convert. Oh, there's some action in the front of that goal, and there's some flags. And things look like they might be getting a little tense.
Yeah, I think these guys are getting after each other pretty quickly. As we mentioned, the intensity is going to be high in this one semifinal game to play in the championship game tomorrow, 1:30, back at the North Elba Athletic Fields in Lake Placid, New York.
So that didn't even get through to the goalie there, and here's where the scrum started.
And that was Kyle Doctor with the shot in close and then ensuing scrum. It looks like Cornell is going to be man up here.
Big Red needs to do something with this. Down 3-zip. Another shot wide.
That was Connor Buczek with the rip just wide of the net.
Cornell with the main advantage. Oh, picked off. Turnover. Here comes the Spiders leading 3-0. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of 4.
Great pickoff pass there by Derek Musio, the long stick midi for Select Sector Spiders. Got the ball up quickly.
Taking their time. Time's on their side.
Jake Froccaro, number 9, and Tom Schreiber, number 5, running together for the Princeton Tigers last year for the first time. Jake being a freshman, they'll be back this spring for a Princeton team that gets a lot of guys back on the offensive end. Should be a dangerous team competing for the national championship.
Stopped by the Cornell goalie. That's what they needed.
Big save O'Donnell there on the shot from the wing.
So here comes Cornell, trying to break the ice here. Spiders playing pretty good defense.
Yeah, they
Ooh,
got
there's a shot. That could break things up. That was quite an angle in that shot.
That was a heck of a play by, I believe, Connor Canizero, number
24.
24, wearing the Under Armour All-American game helmet. He's a rising freshman for going down to Maryland.
Not that
Part
big
of-
of a guy.
Here
Here he comes, all the way around the net. Look at this. Watch this angle.
Wow.
Oh, and he put that in the top corner, short side.
That's why he's a top 10 recruit, part of Maryland's top-ranked class that we just announced on InsideLacrosse.com, Inside Lacrosse Magazine. They're now our number 1 ranked recruiting class. He's on the cover of Inside Lacrosse Magazine.
So 3-1 score here. 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. The select side Spiders, they're on top over the Cornell Steelheads. This is the open division at the 24th annual Lake Placid Summer Lacrosse Tournament. Brought to you by Sam Adams, Warrior Lacrosse, Brenne. And here comes an attack, and ooh, a little bit wide.
Steven Romano with that shot wide. Backed up by the Spiders.
Ooh, right in front. This has got to be a goal. Oh, nice behind the back, but it was picked up by the goalie.
That was Brendan Mangan with the behind-the-back shot in traffic there, coming off a 30.
Is that a fancy shot or is that a legitimate shot? What do you think?
That's legitimate. It's a little bit both, but yeah, people think it's more risky than it is, but it's a fundamental shot. You're increasing your angle if you're going from the right side and trying to fool the goalie with that going back behind. So it's gotten to be more of a fundamental play. Brendan Mangan's a rising senior at Yale, played in the NCAA quarterfinals this year, 34 points. Great year for him. And fun player to watch. Big save by John Carroll, Spiders goalie.
Here comes the Spiders on the attack. This is the third game of 4 that these teams will play. The winner moves on. There's no consolation, right? Is there a consolation?
They'll play for consolation, yep.
So they'll get a chance to play again.
Yeah, what these guys care about is playing for that championship game, obviously. Spiders coming off a finals loss last year to Power Tech.
Power Tech, same type of thing, all-star team from...
Yeah, mostly Colgate guys, a lot of Central New Yorkers, but the Lally brothers have done a nice job keeping that team together, and as I mentioned, having Tuarton winner Peter Baum now in the LXM Pro Tour and working with Adrenaline SDX on that team is a big boost for them. Recent grad this past spring.
In the last minute of play here in the first quarter, 3-1 game. It's been all Spiders select. Have had the advantage. Cornell scoring the most recent goal to make it 3-1. And if they score here, they'll come out of this quarter, I think, be very happy with one quick goal here. But some lost footing there. Turnover by Cornell. He got it back, though.
Good hustle on that play to keep possession and try to hold for the last shot here in this first quarter. And that other number 33 is Sean Canizero, Connor's brother, playing for the Denver Pioneers. There's two 33s. Connor Buczek's the larger of the two, and Sean coming off a nice year for the Denver Pioneers.
And where are they from?
The Canizaros are from Central New York. Yep. A lot of Central New York flavor, obviously, at this entire tournament from Syracuse and Cornell groups, Hobart, Nazareth. You've seen a host of alumni groups from those programs.
Nice pick up there by the Syracuse or by the Cornell goalie. That's it. That was the last play of the first quarter. Pretty good game in our hands here. The select side Spiders, as they call them, are winning 3-1 over the Cornell Steelheads. Type of game you expected. Here's our goals. Boom. Nice save there.
Couple nice saves from the goalies. That was a nice save by Brian O'Donnell for the Big Red Steelheads off that nice shot. And yeah, these guys, as we mentioned, I think they're going to come out a little bit slow in these first quarter as they're still getting used to playing with one another. But they'll feel each other out, and we'll see a little bit more action maybe in the next 3 quarters. But when you see guys like you're looking at Ivy League Rookie of the Year, Final Four Most Outstanding Player, Tuaraton finalist, top 10 recruit. Those are pretty nice accolades to have on the field right now. So pretty nice group. A lot of All-Americans out here. Fun to see guys play together who might not normally play together. Stony Brook and Princeton and Duke and playing on one side, and a lot of the Cornell guys with a little bit of Denver and Maryland mixed in as well on the other side. So cool to see such talented players playing together in the summer.
Those were some talented goals we just saw. The lineup of people. One of the most intriguing aspects of this tournament is all of the top players in the United States today 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They're all here playing in 12 different divisions here in Lake Placid in what you could really call a lacrosse festival.
Yep, yeah, people have been coming up here for all 24 years. We saw the Ultra Grandmasters division finish yesterday. The Cloud Splitters, a legendary team up here, won it. It's 52 and older. I've talked to guys 60 plus who play in multiple divisions up here, and I hope that I'm still in shape enough to be walking, let alone playing in multiple lacrosse games in a weekend at that age.
Did you play any this weekend, John?
I have not. No, I'm too busy working. But I'll try to spend a couple extra days when we're done and get some hiking and kayaking and enjoy this beautiful area in the High Peaks region.
And these fields we're playing on are hallowed grounds. This is where the opening ceremonies were for the 1981 Olympic Games, and you can see the torch next to the ski jumps, the torch that was lit for the opening of those Olympic Games. Eric Heiden, if you remember, the great speed skater, gave the oath for the opening ceremonies. And these fields, about 6-8 years ago, the town of North Elba built these fields back here, and it's been a real positive for the explosive growth of this tournament. Oh, that was a good shot.
Yeah, this tournament just continues to grow and evolve and get better and better. You saw Mike Neal on that shot. More teams, better technology with this webcast this year, which has been exciting.
Ooh, good save. Right off his chest. What kind of pads he got on?
They got pads on. Yeah, those pads are critical from a goalie's perspective. They don't want to wear too much because they want to move around, but they got to save themselves from these 90, 100-mile-an-hour shots they're seeing.
There's a lot of guys that aren't wearing any pads on their arms. In the previous games, this game they look like a few more padded up. But is there any rules to that?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't. There's no cross-checking, and the referees are calling these pretty tight so the guys don't get too whacked up. But you'll see some pretty bad bruises and slashes on guys' arms tonight and tomorrow when this thing's finishing up. But these guys, again, the padding factor is tough. You want to be able to move around and run around quickly, but you want to protect yourself too. So some of these guys are a little stubborn in that nature that speed is more important than safety.
So as you can see, outside that fence is the Lake Placid Airport. You ever want to fly your private plane in here to come and spend the day and enjoy the games? I'm sure they could accommodate you. We're talking about building more fields out here, too. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I have heard that. It's the city, from what I understand, the city's really partnered well with the Lavelle family to make these fields and create them for this event. And they've really done a nice job. These fields have held up nicely with all the games they play on this. The rain we had yesterday, it's a lot of wear and tear on these fields, and they hold up amazingly well. Nice rebound there.
Boy, that game's getting quick now.
Wow. Brian O'Donnell just withstood a firestorm of shots from the select sector Spiders and kept them all out of the net.
Last weekend, these fields were used for the 40th annual Can-Am Rugby Tournament. 100 teams of rugby come to town, and then these fields are used constantly by the youth lacrosse, out of the Tri-Lakes Youth Lacrosse.
Yep.
Like my younger brother Dermot is the head coach of the Saranac Lake High School lacrosse program.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it seems like the game's growing around here. I know Matt Norfolk's done a lot. Big Red Steelheads goalie from the Masters team has really done a lot to help grow the game around here and keep these teams coming up. And all these guys being here, I think, helps grow the game. Just being able to see high-level talent in this region is great.
Well, high-level talent, you're talking the best players in the country. I mean, there's quite a collection of athletes on the field here with extensive lacrosse resumes. But the game it's a different game than you saw 10, 15 years ago than it is now, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's growing throughout the country, internationally as well. But, yeah, you're seeing just amazing proliferation of talent just from the youth and high school level. So many more players playing in so many more areas. They're getting bigger, faster, and stronger, and it's really making the college game better. Everybody's got good players now, and the parity in the game is so high that anybody can beat anybody for the most part. This year's NCAA tournament was great to watch. I mean, literally any of those teams could have won, which was great to see. We've never seen that before. It's always been a little bit more top-heavy in the game going back 10 years ago. So good to see the game spreading out a little bit.
Shot on goal, handled by Cornell.
Looked like that was Jake Froccaro with the shot, number 9.
Down 4-1. They got a chance to come back into this, but look at that point-blank shot. They needed that score.
They did, and that was he stuck Sean Canizero on that fast break. Great look down to him, I believe, from Pierce Derkac. Great fast break play, exactly what they wanted, and the goalie just ate it up.
And here comes, look at that stop. Oh. What did he call there? The referee?
I think he was in the crease.
Scott. I think the referee, I can't remember his last name. I met him before the game started, but so you can't be in the crease there.
Nope.
1 foot.
Yeah, both goalies playing great in the second quarter here. John Carroll from Select Sector Spiders and Brian O'Donnell from the Big Red Steelhead side making some huge stops to keep these guys out of the net.
See the beautiful scenic vista behind these fields. Mount Marcy, highest point in New York State. Perfect temperatures to play in here today. A little windy, about 66 degrees.
Yeah, for you guys sweating it out down in the Mid-Atlantic and Baltimore and everywhere else, dealt with that heat wave this summer. This is an amazingly nice change of pace.
Good sleeping weather.
Yep.
There you go. Cornell, number 33.
Yep, that's Sean Canizero, the University of Denver midfielder.
Not too big of an athlete.
Not a big guy, but he's an amazingly talented player. Again, an effective scorer, and he comes from a heck of a family right now. One of the hottest families in lacrosse. Connor Canizero, top 10 recruit, his younger brother, and his sister Kara Canizero comes off a national title down at North Carolina. Was a Tewaaraton finalist as well as won multiple awards. Just an amazing player to watch this year. As you see Brendan Fowler pick up that face-off. Well, it looked like that was a violation, so it's going back to the Steelheads.
So 4-2 here. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Steelheads from Cornell have a chance to come back. Now, everybody on this team is from Cornell?
Nope. Almost. We got Joe Nardella, the face-off guy from Rutgers, and then we got
another one, another scorer. Number 31, 33, another 33, but a taller
that might have
version.
been
33.
that might have been Connor Buczek.
So
coming off a 35-goal, 18-assist year for the Cornell Big Red. Will be back as a junior.
Here's the replay. Boy, Cornell got back into this pretty quick. It's 4-1. Now it's 4-3. Less than a minute to play here. Excuse me, take that back. 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Here come the Steelheads, who have dominated the early part of the game. And Cornell is the goalie has kept Cornell in the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was another great shot. Brendan Fowler coming right off the face-off, proving why he was so dominant for the Duke Blue Devils this spring. Former football player for Duke. You can see the big, thick frame on him. A walk-on to the lacrosse team at one point. Has worked his way into the most outstanding player honors last year. And we'll be back with the Duke Blue Devils this spring.
He's definitely a bigger boy compared to everybody else in the field. Cornell tries to tie it up there in that shot. They still have another chance here. 4-3, 6.5 minutes to go. Oh, nice stop by the goalie. 90-plus mile-an-hour shot, most likely. And
John Carroll playing really well for the Select Sector Spiders.
good crowds on hand. Of course, there's 12 total fields being in use as we speak. 6 here in this area, not far away. The rest of the fields exist, and you'll see bigger crowds on during the final day. Oh, he rang the lamp up there.
Yeah, stuck that right inside the opposite pipe there.
Heard the sound, so that makes it 5-3.
Joey Locasio with another goal, I believe his second on the day.
But Cornell at least got back into the game. Look at that. It was far corner. He knew it, too. He did a little bit of a dance. So the Select Sector Spiders pull away a little bit, little insurance. But you have to admit, they have dominated the game. Look who wins that face-off. A little bit rougher contact out there in the last.
Yeah, you're seeing these guys go at it pretty hard. A lot of competition out there. These guys are all high-level D1 players, and they're not going to want to not play for the championship tomorrow. Cornell fell to Duke in the NCAA semifinals this year, so when you look at Brendan Fowler from Duke and going against the Cornell guys, I'm sure they want to take it to him and get a little revenge for that one.
Good stop by the goalie.
Another Connor Buczek shot.
The goalies, especially the goalie from Cornell, has kept Cornell in the game.
Yeah, that was a shot by Steve Romano. That Kane's coming right back down their throat here if Cornell pushes it.
Substitution coming on and off the field, so they got a lot of fresh legs. It's like he wants to shoot.
Oh.
There's good reason for it, too. That was another goal by the Spiders. Wow.
The youngster Connor Canizero just stung that one with defender all over him. Again,
wow, he does have a little talent.
A rising freshman for the Maryland Terrapins. And his coach, John Tillman, is here playing as well. Usually plays in the Masters with the Sail and Shoot team. Cornell alum.
Wow, that was a blistering shot, and you could see why he's...
Quick release.
Yeah.
I don't think the goalie saw that one coming. Didn't get a good read on that as it went right around the defender.
We barely saw it in replay.
And there's Joe Nardello with a face-off win for the Steelheads.
Dangerous pass.
Rutgers player sporting, I don't know what that helmet is, but...
Don't see any box lacrosse helmets in the field, do we? Like we did in the other game.
Yeah, not in this one. These guys are all pretty much wearing their college helmets.
Yeah, they haven't been out of school long enough.
Yeah.
So Cornell trying to tie it up here. 3 minutes to go. Setting up a little strategy. Here he comes again. Nice pass. Cornell spreads it out. Ooh. I think the goalie got a piece of that. Here comes Cornell in the red zone. They need a score to tie it up in a game that's been dominated by the select sector Spiders. But Cornell's goalie has kept them in the game, and they have a chance to tie.
Got his defender hung up back there. Connor Entenman behind the cage, looking to feed somebody.
Yeah,
Ooh.
caught the corner. We have a tie game. Cornell, very patient in their attack, have come back from a 3-0 deficit here late in the second quarter, and we got a ball game.
We do. I did not expect this to be the case when we started off. Great feed by Connor Entenman there. Just was waited patiently.
Well, wind up. How fast was that?
It's a bouncer, so maybe a little off speed. I think it took a funny hop off that mud and got by the Select Spiders goalie, John Carroll. 5-5.
Well, the MVP of this first half for me is not the guy scoring goals, but the guy preventing them. The goalie from Cornell has kept the Big Red Steelheads in the game, and they have come back to tie with a minute to go in the first half.
Cody Levine scooping that ground ball off the face-off, and we'll see if Cornell can, Big Red Steelheads can take a lead.
Well, he set up the play last time, and here's Cornell waiting again patiently. And
Connor Buczek, the third leading scorer for the Cornell Big Red last spring, NCAA semifinalists.
in the final 30 seconds, Cornell waiting for the last shot, trying to take the lead in a half that has been dominated by the Spiders. Their opponents, they come out of here with a goal. It's going to be a big lift.
Ooh, a little bit to the face there. Jake Froccaro and D. Good look.
Oh. Of course, if they keep the ball away from the Spiders can't score. I think. Oh, boy, did he get taken down? How he didn't separate his shoulder there, I don't know.
Big hit.
Shot. It's blocked out front.
That was a big hit from Matt Lorre, number 24 on select sector
Oh, he
Spiders.
just took him right down with that was quite a hit.
These
So
young guys can take a beating. Here's Brendan Mangan with the ball.
oh, the Spiders don't waste any time. There's going to be a shot here.
That was Matt Kavanagh for the Spiders.
He said in the net, halftime. Very entertaining first half between the Cornell Steelheads and the select sector Spiders here from the 24th annual Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse Tournament. Brought to you by Sam Adams, John Morgan here, and John Gelati. And John, that is, I would say, a pretty entertaining first half. I mean, it looked like all Spiders with that 3-0 lead, but Cornell came back. I think it was their goalie.
Yeah. I think Brian O'Donnell played really well for them, keeping them in this game. Looked like Spiders were getting a lot of good looks there on offense with the talent that they have. And it's funny, I was talking to Tom Schreiber before the game, and he was kind of curious as to why they weren't scoring more goals. And still trying to figure that out. There's that nice play, that nice check by Matt Loria from Spiders. But yeah, with the talent that they have, I think they're just still trying to feel each other out, and they're getting their looks today. And you know, as I mentioned earlier, Matt Kavanagh had a huge game in the quarterfinals this morning for the Spiders, and has not done too much today. So maybe we'll see more out of him in the second half of Notre Dame, rising sophomore, leading scorer for the Notre Dame team last spring.
There's our signature of the fields, the ski jumps used for the 1980 Winter Olympic Games. Off to the right, you'll see the torch used for the Olympic opening ceremonies adjacent to these fields, so we call these hallowed grounds.
Always great to walk around this town and see all the Olympic history and heritage, and amazing to think that the Olympic Games were hosted in this small town and in this remote region back in the day. But a lot of history and some of the sporting world's most amazing moments were here in this area. So it's really cool to be back, and I think a lot of lacrosse players kind of feel that and come back to be part of that and experience it from the lacrosse perspective.
And as you can see, there's fields, there's games going on in all these 6 fields here in this part of the complex. There's games adjacent on the horse show grounds, which is the other side of the airport. 12 fields in all, 12 different divisions, and it's constant. It's like clockwork here, John. On the hour, on the half hour, the games start. The referees, there's over 80 referees involved. Everybody's got games. There's games over in the Northwood fields, the prep school that's always had lacrosse. They had lacrosse 60, 70 years ago. And in fact, last week there was a women's under-19 tournament over there, or camp.
North Star Lacrosse,
camp.
I believe it's
Some
called.
Some top female recruits that were over there, and I went over there and watched a little bit of that.
Ashley Gersuk, who works with the Lavells, was involved in that event. Kevin and George Lavelle. George Lavelle, the founder of this tournament 24 years ago, and his son Kevin Lavelle, associate director, very talented player from UMass, and now in the MLL and a U.S. team hopeful. And when the tryouts commence on Labor Day weekend down in Baltimore.
So we're starting the second half between the Cornell Steelheads and the select sector Spiders.
Joe Nardello with that shot off the face-off, the Rutgers product for the Big Red Steelheads.
5-5 here at the end of the first half, and a very entertaining game. If they give it on MVP, it's the Cornell goalie as far as I'm concerned, because he's kept Cornell in this game. They were down 3-0 at one time, and he made some big saves. In fact, they were down 3-0, and I think there was a penalty against him. And I think he made a couple of big saves, and Cornell turned around, scored 5 of the next 7 goals, and tied. So who knows what's going to happen in this half? But
I think goalie play is probably the biggest difference from the Masters to the Open. You think maybe the athleticism and the speed of the guys running the field, but I think goalies, because they're used to seeing shots regularly. These guys are coming off college and they're playing regularly in summer league, so they're a lot sharper. And when you graduate from college, you're not as interested in playing goalie anymore. So it's tougher to find those goalies at the Masters level. But this game, these guys are sharp and really making it difficult for these shooters.
Cornell on the attack, trying to take the lead.
J.J. Gilbane, number 25, recent graduate of Cornell. Great player for them. Midfielder.
They all look forward to coming up here, getting it back together.
They do. It's an alumni, kind of reunion of everybody. And oh wow, huge hit there. Connor Buczek just plowed into the select sector Spiders player, Jared Laverne. Yeah, it's really turned into a cool alumni event up here. The Hopkins guys had a team, the Black and Blue Jays. There's the UMass team, really got a lot of guys, Georgetown, and then obviously you're seeing the Cornell guys here, and then the Masters level, the Syracuse Burnt Orange in the first game that we did today. They were winners over the other Cornell group, the Big Red Steelheads Masters team. So it's cool these guys could get back together again and kind of reminisce and play together and have a good time up here in the High Peaks region.
The weather certainly helps. Perfect 66 degrees, little wind on a beautiful Adirondack day.
Clouds have burned off from the morning.
Look at that nice save by the goalie again on a low shot. And we talked about it in the first game. With the rain yesterday, things are pretty dug up in front of the goals. Are people going low on purpose because of the inconsistency of the ground?
I think so. Yeah, you see that mud in front of both creases there. I think they're trying to use some of that mud to throw off the goalies. We saw that in the first Masters game, and doing it again here today. Cornell goal has made a switching goal to AJ Fiore. Just made that easy save, made it look easy.
He just made 2 saves on this possession down here. Cornell will come back.
AJ was a starting goalie for the Cornell Big Red this past spring, 14-4 on the year. Really had a nice year for them, less than 9 goals a game allowed, and really helped lead them to definitely his best season as a collegiate player. Was really huge in their run to the semifinals with behind Rob Pinnell and Steve Mock up on the attack, both who recent graduates and now have moved on to the MLL. Going to be a little bit of a different Cornell team this next year without Rob Pinnell around.
There's a turnover in front. Spiders come back. Look at the moves here. This is a big boy. Good save by the goalie.
Huge save by Fiore on that Tom Schreiber shot. You can see why Tom Schreiber is considered a very likely #1 pick in the MLL draft.
He's a big boy.
Big, fast, and strong, and really fun to watch.
You can see that football instinct, huh?
Coming off a Twarton finalist season for the Tigers.
Cornell moves it around. Again, the game's been tied now since late in the second half. Nobody scored here in the third quarter with 4 minutes gone. As soon as I said it, Cornell takes the lead for the first time today. Cornell comes back from a 3-0 deficit in a game that we thought that the Spiders were just going to run away with. And now Cornell in the lead.
Yeah, a little funky low-to-low shot in front by Chris Cook. They got by John Carroll, the select Spiders goalie. And the Steelheads up 6-5.
Very entertaining game here from the Lake Placid North Elba Park District grounds. 6-5 in the semifinals. This game will determine who gets to play in the finals, and as you've mentioned a number of times, John, it's all about winning the championship up here. A lot of great talent on the fields, but they all want to have some bragging rights when they leave the area.
Absolutely. These guys come up here to win the championship. They want to have some fun as well, but they want to get that title and the T-shirt that usually comes with it. Maybe not the same as an NCAA championship ring or MLL ring, but that T-shirt's pretty valuable to these guys. And as I mentioned before, I think this is definitely by far the most competitive, highest level talent I've seen in the open division since coming up here in the last 5-6 years.
Well, the way you described it is All-American after All-American on both sides of the ball. Cornell, nice save. Loose action in front. Cornell comes up with it. Cornell just seems to be a little bit more in the lead in possession since that first 4 or 5 minutes.
They're winning those 50-50 balls, which is huge in this game.
Turnover,
Up,
though,
see
but
her.
Cornell still has a chance to get it. No, the Spiders come away.
41, Michael Sweeney with that ground ball for the Spiders.
League skirmish over there in the far corner. And who's this coming away with it? Some big, fast Hulk coming down the field. And boy, did they
Dude,
take
that's
them.
Matt
Oh,
Lauria.
there's some contact. There is some big time.
And that was Brendan Mangan. that
He
just
got
laid
sandwiched
out.
from both sides. Spiders put the ball back in play. Shot. Oh, good save.
Huge,
Cornell goalies. Different in the first half and the second, but they're both doing the same.
huge save.
Stopping shots.
Huge save, AJ Fiore there.
Impressed with Cornell.
Steven Romano with the big rip, number 89 from the select sector Spiders.
Substitutions coming on and off the field. Shot high, wide. Number 33, one of the couple
Connor-
33s.
Connor Buczek. Looks like Connor mostly playing midfield, and the other 33, Sean Canizero, playing more behind.
We're getting some crisp passing now. Cornell very patient in their attack. Shot wide.
Just missed the right pipe.
So when they
Mike
get into their
O'Neill.
shot mode, they know where they're going with it. They know they're going high right, high low. They know before they get into their mode.
I think so. It's all about deception. So you want to try to hide the head of your stick as much as possible, so the goalie's not picking it up until the last minute. And then if you can fake them out with a head fake or a stick fake and start low and go high, or go high and start and go low, change planes with your shot, to shoot it on the run. You got to do those things to get by these goalies. They're so good.
Here comes that outstanding freshman.
Connor Canizero back up top to Connor Buczek.
This could be shot here. No. Canizero doing what he did in the first half. Oh, was that slick? He put one in the top left corner in the first half. This is the far right corner with very, very little net to work with. I'm impressed.
I don't think Steven Romano signed up for that. It just got treated like a parking cone on that dodge. Look at this.
Look at
Whoop.
these moves.
That.
Look at that shot. Oh,
And then just went low to low. Nifty little shot there. That was
how
that's
old
a
is
highlight
that?
play.
That 19-year-old kid?
Yep, rising freshman going down to Maryland. John Tillman will be happy when he arrives this fall. Top
Wow.
10 recruit.
Wow.
He
Very
just
impressive. Cornell to come back from a 3-0 deficit. They've now scored 3 straight goals, unanswered goals, and they're continuing to dominate play. They're very patient on the attack, and it looks like they got some people who can really isolate and shoot.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, especially the confidence in Connor Canizero, freshman, going up against some of the better players in college lacrosse right now. Not shy at all about taking it right to these guys.
Those were 2 spectacular goals that he scored.
And
Another.
There's his brother, Sean. Big save, John Carroll there on the tight shot.
Cornell seems to be getting in there for them short shots. Still on the attack, the Big Red. Trying to extend their lead. 7-5 now, 8-5. Cornell seems to have the upper edge on the select sector Spiders, who in the first 5 minutes of the game, John, we thought it was going to be a rout. It was 3-0 Spiders. And we're urging Cornell to hang in there.
Yeah, I was worried this wasn't going to get out of hand, but yeah, Cornell proving they might have a little bit more depth here. J.J. Gilbane with a huge rip, high to high, just got it by John Carroll, and recent graduate of Cornell, living down in New York City, is J.J. One of the nicer guys around. I have a chance to interact with him at one of our events up in New York City, Big City Classic, and just a great kid, doing good things now in the professional world.
So the Steelheads have their work cut out for them. Excuse me, the Spiders, sector Spiders. They took a 3-0 lead. They're now down 8-5. Quite a turnaround in this game. But these guys got some offensive firepower themselves. They need to score here. Cornell takes it away. Another turnover.
Yeah, it looks like the offensive chemistry for Spiders just isn't quite there. These guys are not really clicking on their passes, and Cornell's really eating up those 50-50 balls and taking advantage of their possessions at the other end.
They're all taking a little bit of time here, too.
Hey, they want to milk this lead.
Couple subs coming on. Cornell on the attack. They have the lead, 8-5 here at the Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse. Good save by the goalie there. That might be what they need. And the Steelheads, excuse me, the Spiders are on the attack. They need a goal. They need somebody to step up here. But you're right, they don't look like they have the same type of cohesion as Cornell does. Steelheads got a little bit more cohesion. And here comes, should be a shot.
Ooh,
Now, again, they get it down front, and they just can't convert a shot. They can't get a shot. That's like the third straight time we've seen them turn the ball over.
Yeah, great look inside into Jake Froccaro, but just couldn't handle it. Cornell converged on it, and if he'd been able to catch that and turn, it would have been a goal, but most likely, but just couldn't quite make that happen. And then, Cornell does have a couple non-big red guys up there, the Canizero brothers, but they've, you can tell that these guys, most of them have played together.
Very entertaining.
Steelheads coming off a pretty dominated victory over the Burning Orange team this morning in the quarterfinal game at 10:30.
That was an upset, right? Considered an upset?
A little bit, yeah. I think Burning Orange, with with the way Mike Lavelle and Kenny Nims were playing for them, I thought that they might do a little better, but they just didn't really have a face-off guy from what I hear. And Connor Buczek had 6 or 7 goals from what I was told. Number 33's got the ball right now and just shot that in John Carroll's stick.
Good save by John Carroll from the Spiders. And they're on the attack. Might take it the full length of the field. Missed the shot.
And that was Romano hoping to get revenge for that earlier play where he got
comes
dusted
again.
by Canizero.
Bad pass. Another turnover. At least they got a shot this time down the field. The last 4 times down, they've only had 1 attempt on goal, and that was wide. Cornell, on the other hand, sets a good offense. Usually makes a couple passes and usually come away with a good shot.
Yeah, they're playing smart. They're really taking advantage of their possessions and getting good looks, good clean looks, and not really turning the ball over on bad passes and missed opportunities there. Getting the right personnel in. Not really playing that sped up game that the Spiders seem to be playing a little bit more of. Getting their personnel in there and settling the offense before they go to cage.
Here comes the Magic Man. That's what I've seen of him so far. They might have a shot here. No, blocked well by
like
the
a trail
defense.
Good trail check by Tom Schreiber there, and now they're running the break. See if they slow it down or they take it right in. They're going to take it.
Stopped. Little frustration there on the Spiders player. You could see that. I think we're out of time here in this third quarter.
I think
Less
I
than
just
a
heard
minute.
1
We
minute.
just
Yep.
heard, yeah.
Still plenty of time for the Spiders to get back in this one, down 3 goals.
They could 8-6 to give them a good chance here in the 4th and final period, but Cornell holding the ball for the last shot.
I think between Jake Froccaro, Tom Schreiber, and Matt Kavanagh, that's almost 100 goals from last spring for 2 of the best teams in the country. So these guys can definitely put the ball in the net.
Good ball movement by Cornell. There's a pick. Oh, oh, Still got back up. There's some athleticism there. That's
Wow.
the end of the third quarter. We have the Cornell Steelheads with a score of 8 and the Select Sector Spiders 5. The Spiders have only scored 1 goal since midway in that second quarter, and that's pretty surprising.
Yep, shut out in that third quarter. Cornell's playing good defense and really causing some turnovers and making the Spiders a little bit skittish on offense there. Some of their passes just aren't connecting, and they just don't seem to be generating those really good opportunities. AJ Fiore has been able to make some easy saves in goal for the Steelheads.
Good action there in front of the net. That
There
was a
Brendan,
big hit right
Brendan
there.
Mangan getting crushed.
Here comes what I call the magic man. Watch this shot. That was the second goal he scored from a tough angle.
Yeah, that's a rising freshman from Maryland, top 10 recruit on the cover of Inside Lacrosse magazine this month with Maryland's top-ranked class, Connor Cannizzaro.
Good save there.
Continued good goalie play, I'd say, at both ends, and just really making these shooters think and have to take tougher shots. But it looks like the Steelheads are just playing a little bit more efficiently and taking advantage of their possessions. And I thought that they would have a really big face-off advantage with Brendan Fowler at the face-off X for them, but just have not been able to really capitalize on that. He comes off a 64% year at the face-off X and 200 ground balls, record-setting season for Brendan Fowler and the Duke Blue Devils. And they have not been able to take advantage of his skills so far. Joe Nardell has done a nice job against him. This face-off aside.
Well,
Won
they
by
need some
Fowler.
action, that's for sure. So they bring it back to the defense to set up the attack, and they can't afford to give up any more goals. And they got to be what they were in the first 5 minutes when they scored 3 goals to take a 3-0 lead.
Definitely a good start to the quarter by winning that possession. Looks like they're going to try to be a little bit more patient this time around.
Cornell does a great job with when they do get the ball, they take a lot of time off that clock. Cornell, every possession seems like they get a good shot. And like any other sport, possession is a very important factor. There should be a shot.
Yep.
There it is.
And there's Matt Kavanagh, the rising sophomore from Notre Dame.
The Golden Domer, you can see that right there.
One of the best freshmen in the country this past year, and you could see he just took that to another gear and blew by his defenseman and stuck that one past the goalie.
Oh, good replay.
Looked like Thomas Keith got a little bit caught up in the net there on defense for the Steelheads.
8-6 is our score. 13 minutes to go here in the final fourth quarter. This is a semifinal game here in this 24th annual Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse Tournament, brought to you by Sam Adams, Warrior, and a host of other great sponsors to make this event happen. But boy, the weather's been a big sponsor too, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been an amazing day today. You look out there and not many clouds up there, and perfect temperatures, perfect weather. It got a little bit of rain yesterday, but it was actually probably exactly what the fields needed. Cooling them off a little bit, giving them a little bit more moisture, and now we're gorgeous weekend. The forecast for tomorrow is even better.
66 degrees, a little windy, perfect for lacrosse. Oh, he's inside too. Nice save. No, what do you call there?
Looked like they calling he was pushed into the crease on that one, so they retained possession. That was Connor Entenman for the Big Red Steelheads.
Cornell looks like they're
Right.
a little smaller, but obviously a little quicker. Oh, there's an intercept by the goalie. Was that a shot or
I
an
believe
intercept?
that was a shot. Connor Cannizzaro with a shot, number 24. Another big save by John Carroll. He's played nice. I think he's really kept this game close.
Well, the Spiders score here. They're right back in it. 12 minutes plus to go in the semifinal game here of the Open Division of this Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse. 24 years doing that up here. Ooh.
Yeah, looking forward to that 25th anniversary celebration next year. George Lavelle and his family have done an amazing job with this tournament over the years, and it's just so fascinating to me every time I hear somebody say they've been to every single one. Just cannot imagine coming up here 24 years in a row. It shows the
probably
dedication.
bringing their wives every time.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only way they can come.
The family atmosphere up here, yeah, to convince their wives that this is still a worthwhile thing is a great sales job on these guys.
Oh, great shot. And we got a ball game now, 8-7. Spiders have come out here 2 consecutive times down the field, and they've scored, narrowed the 8-5 score at the end of the third quarter. It's now 8-7.
Tom Compitello on that play, just big, thick body. You see, just beat him around, and he got a nice shot. The Stony Brook product, talented attackman, and first we've heard of him today. There's another face-off win for Brendan Fowler. He really is going to make this one, not make this easy for the Steelheads.
Steelheads come away with it, though, or the Spiders come away with it, so they're going to set up an attack to try and tie the game. They were just down 8-5 2 minutes ago, and now they're in the position to tie it. This is for a spot in the finals. There's our Golden Domer.
Oh, nice check.
Pick up. Oh, nice move.
That was a great check by
Looks
Thomas
like
Keith.
the Spiders have got their act together now.
And you see the importance here of getting those ground balls. They're able to retain possession off that great check by Thomas Keith.
Didn't see what the ref called there, but the ball got to Cornell.
Might have been a loose ball push.
See if Cornell comes down, sets things up. They've been very patient in their attack, scoring 8 goals off some great individual effort shots. So sort of they'd like to isolate so their attack people can come around the side. That's where they scored a lot of their goals. Shot wide.
Got a piece of that one. And ball back to the Spiders. They were able to chase that one down. That could be a big play. If they can tie it up here. Jake Froccaro bringing it upfield for the Spiders.
Nine minutes to go in this semifinal game. John Morgan and John Gelati. John Gelati from Inside Lacrosse. That's why he has all the names at the tip of his tongue.
You can check InsideLacrosse.com for coverage of this event. We'll also have sights and sounds on ilgear.com, and we'll have highlights next week on iltelevision.com. Casey Vach has been here all week covering this great event and giving you jerseys and sights and sounds and covering the Scholastic and everything else. So we love coming up here, and we love covering this event. It's great talent, and it's fun to watch. Shot
there,
and save. Brendan Mangan with the shot from up top and the save by A.J. Fiore.
Ooh. Cornell with possession here. Ooh. They gave it up, though, right in front of the net. Oh, they got it back. Big turnover.
Good play by Pierce
good
Derkac
stop there
to maintain possession for the Steelheads.
So now we're down to 8 minutes and change left in this semifinal competition. Select sector Spiders on the short end of the score, 8-7 to the Cornell Steelheads. The Big Red from Ithaca.
Big Red Steelheads playing in honor of David Holder. Cornell grad, passed away in 2008. They play for the David Holder Foundation, which is davidholderfoundation.org. Great cause, and really great job by Matt Norfolk to get this team going and play for play in honor of their former teammate David Holder.
Important possession for Cornell. They need some insurance. Right in front. Good save by the goalie for the Spiders.
Big save on that Kyle Doctor shot.
Now they've turned it around and they're on the attack. They like to come fast. There's our Notre Damer.
Wow.
Tries to put in some circus shot.
And look at that effort to chase down that ball and get possession, and went to the Steelheads. Wow.
And look how quickly they bring this back out.
Closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds gets possession in lacrosse, and that was a heck of a race for that one. But a big possession back for the Steelheads with just under 7 to go.
Okay, big important possession for Cornell. Wide shot. Oh. Very patient. There's a close-up shot wide. Cornell still gets possession. 6 minutes and change left now in this semifinal game. Cornell looking for the insurance goal. They might need more than one. Good save by the goalie there. I think he got a piece of it. Teams look a little tired, John.
Yeah, I think this being the second game of the day for these guys, the younger guys can usually handle it, but this is a lot of lacrosse. They played yesterday early, and these guys are definitely feeling a little bit.
And the field got them there. Timeout.
We got a ball game here. This is exciting. I'm impressed by the Spiders' comeback here in this fourth quarter with the offensive talent they have. Matt Kavanagh being a big part of that, the Notre Dame sophomore.
The Golden Domer.
Tom Compitello with the other goal. Look at that, just coming around.
Oh, that was the impressive play by him.
Sticking that bounce shot low. Big save, John Carroll. He's played all game long, had a nice game.
John Gelati, John Morgan here providing you the coverage.
Making history with the first live webcast from the 24th annual Lake Placid Summit Classic. This has been exciting. We did the Masters game this morning, saw Burnt Orange pull away from the Big Red Steelheads, 10-4 for the victory, down 3-1. They were able to score 9 straight.
That was pretty impressive. This game, though, amongst the open division, a little quicker.
Yeah, a little quicker, a little faster. Guys getting up and down the field a little bit better, and you can see the fans on the sidelines watching this one. A great family atmosphere at this event every year, and it's pretty cool to be able to watch some of the best players in the world and just sit on the sidelines in your lawn chair with your kids next to you. Or you can watch at home or on your phones via this webcast.
8-7, real important possession here. Cornell needs the insurance goal. The Spiders, well, they want to come down and tie it up.
Smart play by Canizero there to pull it back out after getting that ground ball.
Cornell has got the ground balls, and look at that score. Wow. That's the insurance goal that Cornell needed. Number 9 or 25. I don't know which one it was.
That's a big goal, going up 2 at this point in the game with just over 4 minutes left.
But we've seen the steal. Here comes the shot. Look at that. Number 9. Number 9 for Cornell scores. That makes it 9-7.
Took a beating on that shot, too.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll tell you it's worth it. But the Steelheads can score, or excuse me, the Spiders can score. Look at that. Came right down off the face-off. Made it 9-8. They could score. They could score quickly. They did it in the first quarter. They made it 3-0 before Cornell even knew what was going on. So the game far from over with 4 minutes and change left in the contest.
And that's why Brendan Fowler, one of the best players in college lacrosse right now.
This is off the face-off.
Yeah, just stuck that low.
How does he run so free from that face-off? I don't understand. He's done that 2 or 3 times.
He's a Division I football player as well, so he's got a tremendous athleticism at that size.
Look at him push off and win that face-off. They're calling infraction. Timeout. No, that's what they're calling. They're calling a timeout.
Look like
That face-off right there, he put his arm out and pushed the Cornell player away. He's got a little bit more strength.
Yeah, hey, look at the size of that guy. He's got some bigness on him, and made Duke so dangerous off the face-off this spring in the NCAA. Just able to put that ball, whether it was him or somebody else, going right to cage. Really a big difference maker in the game when you can score right off a face-off like that. Such a momentum swing, especially after going down 2 goals there. That was a huge play, and again, a reason why Brendan Fowler, a rising senior for the Duke Blue Devils, is considered one of the best in the country.
And is he big for a face-off man?
Most face-off guys are pretty thick, but it's a pretty unique position and similar to goalies in that you have all shapes and sizes. Anthony Kelly would be kind of a similar build, big monstrous guy. Greg Renlian also a big guy at the pro level. But some of these guys, Cornell has been playing with John Glynn in the past to face-off X, and he's one of the shorter, stockier guy. Oh, great feed.
Spiders. There's a touch by the goalie. Spiders try to tie it up here.
That was Schreiber to Mangan down low. Some Ivy League usual competitors on the field playing together this time around, Princeton and Yale.
The select sector Spiders try to tie it up. Cornell comes away with it.
Fiore with the save on that Jake Froccaro shot. Princeton Tiger, sophomore
Dangerous play
midfielder.
there. Looks like the Spiders want to keep the Cornell down, and they turned it over. This could be the Golden Domer with a shot. Oh, did he get taken out? Oh, and he scores. Oh,
Wow.
He scored laying on the ground. Whoa, what a tying goal.
And, man, Matt Kavanagh takes a beating getting lifted up there by Jake Froccaro. He earned that one. Yeah, he is one of the toughest players in the country. Not the tallest guy, as you can tell, but is able to score goals. Those guys that can play that scrappy, just
He
great.
stole that
and he
ball.
stole the
Look at
ball,
that.
too.
Takes it in himself. He's lying on his back. He scores from
Wow.
his elbows. That's the shot of the tournament. 9-9. Couple minutes to go. Semifinal match. If I said it was a ball game, I'm sure you'll believe me now. Wow.
What a play for Matt Kavanagh there, a rising sophomore. 32 goals, 16 assists this spring for Notre Dame. Leading scorer as a freshman on one of the best teams in the country. There's a reason for that. And again, tough, heady play. Hustled and took a beating and was still able to finish it. Great play from Matt Kavanagh. Wore the GoPro on his chest in the quarterfinal game this morning, so check back to iltelevision.com for highlights of that. I heard he had a big game, so he does not have that on right now. So hopefully got some good footage in the first game. But thanks again to him for doing that, and a great play.
So into the final minutes of the semifinal game, and here comes the face-off stud down the middle of the field, but he lost the ball. Now we'll see with Cornell. They turned it over down here last time, and that led to the tying goal. Less than 2 minutes to go. Ooh, that's up around the neck, wasn't it?
I think we got a timeout there by the Steelheads. Yep, got it in the box and called that timeout. Thought they knew Fowler was going to shoot on that one coming off the last goal he scored. They weren't going to let him get two in a row, more or less. So nice trail check there. Ethan Vetter came away with the ground ball and got the ball afield for the Steelheads. And we're tied 9-9.
Well, there's a high stick right there.
Very easily could have been a penalty on, I think, Tom Schreiber. Yep. Got him up a little high there.
There's our airport runway right behind our fence outside here. Ski jumps, the Olympic torch right in front of us, Mount Marcy in the background, highest point in New York State. There's our scenic plane that takes a lot of trips up and down that runway each day.
A few guys I've talked to flew into this airport this weekend, so nice convenient airport to have if you can pull that off. Not the biggest airport in the world, as you can tell, but it just
takes jets. There's a few small jets that get in and out of here.
Wow.
Usually find them on Fridays nights and Sunday afternoons.
Coming in for the weekend to enjoy this beautiful region.
Yeah. 24th annual Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse Tournament brought to you by Sam Adams. We're into the final couple minutes of the game between the Cornell Steelheads and the Select Side Spiders. It's 9-9. Will they run the clock all the way down for the final shot, or you think they'll just
Good
take
question.
the best shot available?
I think they're gonna if they can hold for the last shot, they would be wise to do so. And the Spiders really don't want to come out too much in pressure and risk giving them an opportunity. So with the game tied, you want to be patient here and wind the clock down for the last 20 seconds, and then maybe go to goal with 15-12. Definitely don't want to risk a turnover and give the Spiders too much of a chance to get an offensive possession at the other end.
Will the Spiders be content to let them just stay out here?
They may. They don't want to be too risky and give up a goal. But with Fowler at the faceoff action, you can get the ball back pretty quickly.
Oh, that was a wild shot, and looks like the Spiders are going to get it.
Good hustle by the Spiders defense on that one to get that shot.
Now the Spiders control their own destiny.
Plenty of time to get the ball upfield, but Steelheads are going to ride Joey Locasio. Some nice speed to get the ball up, and the timeout by the Spiders. Great work by our cameramen. You can see one of them down on the field. Got the helmet for the second game. Didn't have the helmet in the first game. Probably a wise move on the safety commission's part. But great work on this footage. As you can see, we got 4 cameras and a TriCaster system, which I'm not even sure I understand how this stuff works. But John Morgan and his team have done an amazing job putting this thing together.
It's been a pleasure. And what's attracted me to this event, it's the best players in the world from 10, 15 years ago, 15 weeks ago. The under-19s program, with Scholastic program we saw earlier in the week. It's been an amazing week here.
So we'll see who starts with the ball for the Spiders. I would think. Matt Kavanaugh's had the hot hand down here in the fourth quarter. Tom Schreiber may bring it down from up top, and got a lot of talent on this offensive end. Looks like Pierce Derkac, the former Cornell All-American, is matched up with Tom Schreiber, but it looks like Jake Froccaro is going to bring it in, number 9.
So 9-9, less than a minute. We're down to the final shot. Then we'll get into some overtime. Looks like they're trying to get the ball.
Will be sudden death overtime if we get there. Not if Tom Schreiber has anything to say about it.
Design play or just whatever happens?
I think that might have been designed because he wound up with a short stick on him, which was the matchup that he wanted. He doesn't face a short stick very often.
That's it. Overtime.
Yeah, not the shot he was hoping for there, but we're going to overtime.
So we have some additional coverage for us beyond our original plans.
Great.
OT here in the semifinals.
Will be sudden death for the right to advance to Sunday's 1:30 championship game to face the winner of Power Tech.
Boy, the Golden Domer for to select sector Spiders pulled off a couple great goals.
Yeah, great goalie play all game long. You saw that Campitello shot again.
Rip. We got, that looks like that hit the post.
Might have been a knee save, actually. These guys, the playing goalie in lacrosse has got to be one of the worst jobs in sports. But it's a different breed, and these guys are pretty darn good at it.
Well, I like your comment to say once their college career is over, they come to a festival like this, they want to play forward.
Yeah.
They want to play in the midfield.
Want to play midfield or attack. So this will be a big face-off here. Brendan Fowler, the most outstanding player from the 2013 Final Four for Duke for Spiders, and then Joey Nardella from Rutgers with the colorful helmet for the Steelheads.
Overtime. Sudden death. First person scores, wins the semifinal contest, advance to the championship game. And it looks like Cornell's going to come away.
It looked like Fowler had won that too, and they just couldn't get the ground ball. Schreiber went down, and Ethan Vetter picked the ground ball up for the Steelheads. Huge to get that first possession in overtime, as you can end it right here.
So Cornell will be patient here. Sudden death action here from the Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse Tournament in the Open Division. A lot of All-American players on both sides. We've seen a fantastic game. Good stop by the goalie for the Spiders.
That was a great nifty look shot by Mike O'Neill inside, and John Carroll just ate that up in the goal. Good look, good save.
So now
That was the look that they wanted.
they patiently put some people on the field. Set play.
I think they're just waiting for the personnel to get in here.
Oh, this is a shot here. Wide. He took a shot after he, look at this, help each other up. Oh, he's hurt too. Number 13.
Ooh, that's not good.
Calf injury.
Maybe cramped up a little bit. Looks like he's fine now.
The Golden Domers trying to win it.
Save.
Great shot, a great block from the Cornell goalie.
Looked like a kick save
A
there
bad
on that
save.
Kavanagh shot. Yeah. That's going to feel good in the morning. That'll be black and blue.
Well, if they win, that won't feel bad at all. Uh-oh. He's going to have a clear access. Cornell comes away with it.
Wow, Compitello, heck of a catch there, but couldn't put it in the net from that Brendan Mangan feed.
Cornell trying to maintain possession down here. They got comes out. I don't know if he does come out with it. Number 18 from Cornell putting on a dance act, but he finally loses it. I think infraction?
Kyle Doctor, number 18. Nice work from Cornell to keep that one.
Yeah, but they're calling the infraction on Cornell for something. Spiders come away with it.
Huge turnaround on that one.
Yeah, Cornell didn't get a shot off that possession.
Big
They were
call.
right in point blank range. Couldn't control it. And now the select sector Spiders are in control of their own destiny. One little slip. Oh, shot.
Jake Froccaro wanted his first goal of the
Cornell
game.
comes away. Watch out. So nobody has scored. Obviously, it's sudden death.
And
It could, a steal, pickup. And the Spiders come back. So
great
getting a
takeaway
little
from
sloppy here in the last couple of minutes.
Matt Lauria with a great defensive check on that end, but they couldn't hang on to it, couldn't advance it.
Ooh,
Good hustle by Tom Schreiber there.
cross check there. But here comes
And
the Spiders.
Mike Bedford, one of the organizers of this team, with a big loose ball for the Spiders. Took a shot.
Couple turnovers
Number
here by
0.
both teams in the last couple of minutes. Sudden death overtime. Must be timeout.
Yeah, Mike Bedford's down over here, number 0 for the Spiders. Took a whack on that play.
No fisticuffs. Very, very, very respectful play from both sides.
Yeah, these guys play against each other in the spring for different colleges, and despite those rivalries, they're able to work together, and they're up here to have fun, also obviously to win. But it's good clean tournament. I've never seen anything too bad here, which has been great. These guys are, as you mentioned, respectful is the right word. They're honoring the game as well. There's fans, there's kids and families watching this one. They want to put on a good example for the younger players watching them.
Been a spectacular competition here. Someone's got to walk away the loser. Cornell, nice defense there. Number 12 stole it away.
Thomas Keith with a huge check on Matt Kavanagh.
Yeah, Kavanagh, who's already got 2 goals under his belt.
Kavanagh was shaking and baking there, and Keith took the ball away. Big shot, Connor Buczek, that went wide.
Overtime period. First
Right.
overtime period, done. So they keep playing if somebody scores, huh?
Yep, we could be here all night.
I bet you we are. We got to get off the field. There's another game coming up.
I know. I believe the other men's open semifinal is going on. It will be Team Nestle, Team Stake versus PowerTech in the other semifinal for the rights to play the winner of this game.
Same thing, a lot of All-Americans in the field.
Yep, tons of recent college players, as I mentioned earlier. Josh Dion, probably the biggest name for the Nestle Team Stake guys, and then Peter Baum has been big for the Colgate-centric PowerTech group. The Lally brothers have been a big part of that team. Kevin Kalaluri from Colgate's been big for them. They won it last year, so they're the defending champs, number 1 seed. beat Select Sector Spiders in the final. Burning Orange has already bowed out to this Cornell group, 15-8 in the quarterfinals this morning.
That's a lot of goals to score against that team. So, into our second overtime period, 4 minutes. Both teams had decent chances, but a little sloppy play, a lot of turnovers too.
Another
Cornell
face-off win for Joe Nardella.
Oh, right in front, and Cornell could not convert. Here come the Spiders. It's a little sloppy here, going to be close. Ooh, on the line.
I think that was out. Yeah, that's going to go to the Steelheads.
Wow, inches.
Wow, that was a centimeter away from being okay. Tough play, tough break for the Spiders.
See if Cornell can take advantage of this break. Here comes what I call the magic man of the event so far, were those 2 shots that he put in. Cornell going back into its patient attack. Very content to pass it around. He might be coming right back at us. Here he comes. He's going to shoot. Surprised he didn't. He's right in front. Nice save.
Big
save.
That
was lights out right there.
Mike O'Neill, his second shot of the overtime, and another big save by John Carroll. Off the Cannizzaro feed, Connor Cannizzaro.
Cannizzaro circling the net. Uh-oh, turnover. Here come the Spiders. Cornell's had more opportunities.
Derek Muzio with that ground ball up for the fast break that they're settling down. A great play. He's been done a great job at long stick for the Spiders today. Number 26.
Tense moments here in the second overtime period of the semifinal match between the Cornell Steelheads and the Select Sector Spiders. The Spiders took up with a 3-0 lead. Cornell came back to take the lead, lost it late, and here we are. Second overtime. Both teams have had opportunities. No one's converted yet.
Heck of a
there
feed.
It is.
Oh,
what a stop.
And you see Matt Kavanagh's reaction there. He thought that was in. Great look from Tom Schreiber across the field.
How does Kavanagh get that open that close to the net?
Huge save by A.J. Fiore on that one. Schreiber's going for that top left corner there.
Looks.
Thomas Keith with a check
Turnover.
on that play.
So each team has had numerous attempts at winning this game. And Cornell, well, it's their turn right now. I would say the Spiders had the better opportunities.
Yep, a couple great opportunities there. Schreiber and Kavanagh both with really good looks, and one a huge save by A.J. Fiore, the other one just high by Schreiber on the second one. But they were getting looks on that possession.
Long shot. That just hoping to catch the goalie off. Not looking his way.
Yeah, it looked like he had some momentum going downhill, dodging downhill, and had some nice heat on that shot.
Somebody without a stick.
Oh, that was a good look from Cannizzaro.
Yeah, good look. Almost made the play.
To Connor Entenman.
Here he comes. A little magic.
Another
man.
good feed,
Turnover.
and there it is.
Oh, we missed it. Good goal for Cornell Steelheads. They have won this semifinal game 10-9, double overtime. They will advance. Hard to believe anybody's going to walk off this field a loser. That was some great game, Jen.
That was amazing. And again, the freshman top 10 recruit, Connor Cannizzaro with the feed, and just an amazing finish for the Big Red Steelheads. Kind of weathered the storm, the comeback from the Spiders, and were able to.
Here's the winning shot. Bang. Down low. Number 9, for Cornell with the winner. 10-9 in the semifinals. Lacrosse at its best from the 24th annual Lake Placid Summit Lacrosse event. Great competition, 10-9. Couldn't have been a better game. Summary was very easy. Spiders started off 3-0 lead early in the first quarter. Cornell came back to take a 5-3 lead midway in the second quarter, and by the second half it was just give and take. Cornell had a slight lead, 9-7, but the Steelheads came back, or the Spiders came back to tie it up, but in overtime. It was this effort by the freshman on his way to University of Maryland, Canizaro, to assist, and Cornell walks away with the victory.
Canizaro brothers with 5 goals for Cornell, and J.J. Gilbane with the goal, Connor Buczek with the goal, Chris Cook. Great effort defensively. Played really well, and great play by A.J. Fiore in the second half in goal, and then Brian O'Donnell in the first half for the Steelheads, withstanding some pretty impressive offensive talent for the Select Sector Spiders.
So here comes the beauty of the games. Shake hands. They'll probably see each other downtown tonight for a few lighthearted beverages.
Yep, good. Always a good tradition in lacrosse to do the handshakes after the games. You saw a little guy in there. I don't think he was suiting up today, but in the field anyway.
Well, we've enjoyed the broadcast today, everybody. For John Giletti from Inside Lacrosse, I'm John Morgan. Thanks for watching our broadcast here on Inside Lacrosse. We'll see you the next time.